Here I am at the Gasthaus Salon's soiree, 2 o'clock, Sunday afternoon. I should be at a meeting. Well, this is actually more important, but so I'm here. The pigs are out. They'll be in shortly for their dessert of of the manure pack. And the goats are boycotting today. There's not a goat in sight. They decided to go up onto the hill, and it's a beautiful sunny day and wind, little bit of wind. I don't blame them. But I'm not going to stay in here long. I do want to show you a couple things. One, there's the goat shelf. It's doing fine. There's the bed. It's doing fine. I didn't even clean the manure today. There's the ramp into the kitchen. It's doing fine. Oh, I did want to show you that Adam and I put that piece of steel, half of a oil tank actually, over that furnace as a shroud. I've been meaning to do that for years, and I got it in here. Now I'll raise it maybe a foot, maybe 2 feet, but that'll be part of that heating system. And I wanted to show you that when Adam was here, partly because he's so strong, we started to take this stuff apart. This tub, which I need to clean out, of course. Oh, there went a rat, I think. Good. That tub, now I will clean out, and I moved it a little bit. That's the water heater, is going to be that. The hot water tank is here, and I think I'll probably put it right up against my workbench. There'll be a wall of sorts. At least part of a wall between my workbench and this sauna area. So, and inside this tub, I had a Sitzbad is what I'd call it in German. It's a sitz bath tub, something. It's for sitting in. And I got it at an auction. Nobody wanted it, and I thought, well, sure. Not that many people have Sitzbads. So I got that out, and this is a foot bath. My mother got that at a sale. She knew exactly what that was. So those will be part of this. Oh, and there's a enameled cast iron sink for washing hands and stuff. So I've begun to take a look at the furnishings that I have available for this sauna. As I said before, I'm going to be cutting this slab apart unless it's impossibly hard. It has cracked there, and because I want to lower it, and for some other reasons too, but then I'll put it back. I'll make use of the cracks that are there, but I'll have to cut it in smaller pieces. So the pigs are arriving, and what I want to show you now, well, I'll tell you one other thing while I'm here. On the inside of these boards, I'm going to staple up old feed sacks, white plastic feed sacks. I'm going to staple them up. They will act as a moisture barrier, moisture barrier, but not a vapor barrier, which is right. I want to put them up even though I've got all kinds of carpentry work to do here. But if I put them up, it'll make those walls white, or nearly white, off-white. And I'll be able to see a lot better what I'm doing in here. Plus, it will cut that wind down, because one of my major concerns is beginning to be to keep my animals warm. This material here was nailed up probably 50 years ago by my grandfather's helper, and I'm sure he got that material out of the old Oppenheimer house, or Schneebly house you might call it, for the same reason, to cut the wind back. All right, what I want to show you now is outside. Piglets are getting ready for their collective afternoon nap. Oh, two litters. You've seen that before. But what I wanted to show you is over here. This is what I've been referring to as the porch, the western porch of Hochland Gasthaus. And and I've been working on it as I've been able to. I also sometimes think of it as a western goat shelf, a place that the pigs can go under. But I need to put, in effect, a kind of a roof over it to shed water. Well, what's new is that I have realized that this also will make a fine workbench, long workbench, since I haven't got a railing on it yet and may not put a railing on it. It will already serve its purpose for me to have a staging to work on this wall as I need to. But all this stuff here, there's two kinds of plastic here. One is bale wrap, this stuff, and this is probably at least 10 years old. It's been out in the sun, out in the rain. It just doesn't seem to biodegrade at all. These are old feed sacks, and they absolutely biodegrade, or at least degrade. And I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to see how much of this material I have. I'm going to spread it out here, and it's got various potential uses, I think. So we'll see how that goes. This stuff breaks up so fast that I'm going to be using a mask as I separate these two, because it comes off like dust. I hate microplastic, certainly comes to mind. Well, while I was out doing that, the pigs have been here and had a snack. This one's still working on it. And now they've gone outside. They'll be back. And the goats will be back too later. And the piglets have settled down for their nap, their collective nap. I suspect there's 10 or 11 there. It's pretty hard to count them when they're in a pile like that. But let me show you what it looks like now that I've emptied those degrading, because of ultraviolet light, those degrading sacks, feed sacks. This is what was in them. I had stuffed them in there, and I'll spread it out and see what I've got, and see what I can do with it.